Busted, obviously a couple of days since the Bradford PA game now. How are you looking to take the draw and move on from it?
Yeah, obviously everyone was disappointed that we didn't get the win, but we have to look at it and just address why we haven't won the game. That's all we can do, really. I know obviously everyone was disappointed, including the fans. We were disappointed as a management team. The players were disappointed. But we played well. We don't want to move away from anything that we're doing, because we are playing good football. It's just that final thing that we need to put the ball in the back of the net, which is the hardest thing to do in football. But we're working hard to get it right, and we will get it right. And we've just been up there working on patterns of play, working on sort of different finishing angles and things. So we're hopeful that Saturday comes and we'll improve again.
Yeah, and obviously you mentioned it there. There was quite a few chances sort of created on Tuesday, but do you think now that all that's missing is the final touch, and that, you know, on another day it could have easily sort of had a couple more and it could have been 3 points in the bag?
Yeah, well, that's the thing with football. You can play as well as anyone, but if you don't score goals, then you don't win football matches, and that's what you're judged on. So I mean, in terms of creating the chances, we'd be more worried if we weren't creating anything, but we are creating things, and it's just, I mean, obviously I think it'll come for Josh. Once he gets one, I think he'll get a few. And it's the same with a few of the other boys as well. I think once they start hitting the target, then, you know, the goals will come.
And sort of 4 draws from 4 at the start of the season so far. How are you viewing that as a start? Obviously you've had a couple of clean sheets in there, but still kind of looking for the first win. So are you still relaxed about it, really?
Yeah, I mean, we're a very new team. You look at this time sort of 6 weeks ago, we didn't have a team at all. So we've put a new team together of real quality. Well, that's my opinion. A real team of quality, and we can just look to move forward with the group we've got. There's no panicking. We're putting a structure in that we're all sort of pulling in the same direction, and that'll just continue. But definitely not panicking. We're only 4 games in. I remember sort of last year, Spennymoor, I think they went 5 games without winning, and they ended up just missing out on penalties in the sort of playoff final. Nothing really to take from the first 4 games. Obviously it's nice to get points on the board and get the wins, but we're really confident that them will come, and we're still undefeated. We're looking really solid as a back, and it's just a few things need to click in, and I'm sure once they do, that's when we'll sort of push on.
And Kettering up next on Saturday, another kind of relatively long trip for this division. How tough will that game be? Obviously they've had a bit of a mixed bag of results themselves so far.
Yeah, we're expecting a really tough game, to be fair. We've watched a few of the games. They look like a good side. They've got 3 or 4 really good players in there. They seem to be really hard working for the manager. So it's going to be a really tough test for us to go down there. All we can do is prepare the best we can, and as I say, we've worked today, we'll work again tomorrow. We'll get down there early on Saturday, and as always we'll look to get the win. But as I say, the performances have been there, so as long as we can just maintain that performance level, and then eventually the wins will come, and we're just looking maybe to get our first one, then hopefully put a little run together, and get us up the table. But as I say, we're not really even looking at the table now. We're 4 games in, do you know what I mean? It's nothing at all.
And team news wise, obviously Nels went off with the problem on Saturday, and then Mike was taken off in midweek. What are those two looking like, and sort of the rest of the squad as well?
Mike's not looking great at the moment for Saturday. Nels trained today fine, so Nels should be fine for Saturday. Everyone else is pretty much okay. Obviously Nicky got some minutes under his belt on Tuesday night. Jordan Preston got some minutes under his belt on Tuesday night. Els struggled a little bit with his hamstring, but he's 100% now, so he's again in contention to start. So other than Mike, everyone's sort of looking like they're going to be able to start the game.